But that's a good question. Completing a quest, a classic quest, and then you can't make the session when you return all victorious.
Yeah.
We'll just have to deal with it when he comes back for the next session.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can always come up with something. I imagine since I have to hand wave his disappearance for today's session, it's easy enough to he's the druid. He lives out here.
Sure.
He just went to his shrine for his god.
Yep.
To show off how awesome he is.
Petting some plants.
I leveled up. So, but we are headed back to Valla'Tair.
Yep.
So it's a day and a half journey. So there's a night camp with the merchants that you're with. There's 3 of them. Chichi Kasapan clambers on to the back of one of his white apes of the 2 remaining. And has the other ape gather the corpse of one of his buddies, and they are not stopping for the night. He is going to continue on through the night, riding on the back of his white ape.
What are the consequences of keep going? Do we have to? If he doesn't feel safe out here, maybe we should also keep going.
You're just on foot. I mean, he can go faster than you.
Oh, because of the ape?
Yeah, right on the back of the ape. But, no, they even think, the other 2 merchants are agreeable that, they can drive their slaves through the night. There's always danger on the Silk Road in the Yanni-Hor Mountains.
I mean, I assume that might be just as present if we were just to camp out all night too, but.
Mm-hmm.
Moving targets are harder to hit. I mean, I don't know.
Depends on how anxious you are to get to town.
Yeah. All right. So should we keep going with them then?
Yeah. Let's just try to get back.
So Detoxin and what's the other guy's name? Gar Hassan. We'll continue through. Gar Hassan talks to you guys, or at least the jester, out of earshot from his other merchant companions, and says, you better, you should let me handle the rubies. I know how to get through the Silk Gate without paying exorbitant taxes. And I know the protocols, and you should let me present the bounty, the silk and the rubies to Skiff Reader, the High Priest Laylock.
Do we have character knowledge of the situation at the gate? Like, is it normal that we would be shaken down by guards? Do we have an idea of that?
Yeah, going through the Silk Gate, paying taxes, going in, is normal. But he's saying that he knows how to get past that. But he should carry the rubies and look like he's leading the caravan. Let him do all the talking.
Let's see here. And then this is just speaking to me, right? Like on the side?
Yeah.
I would probably motion over. Is it Gornod? Is that your name, Carl?
Yep.
I'd probably motion you to come on back, and this isn't going to be a solo discussion.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe tell me more. Like why do you think you can get through without paying the tax or whatever, and we couldn't?
Because I'm the merchant of Laylock. I reside in Laylock. I've got pull. I have prestige.
And
who are you people? You are nobody.
Trying to scroll up through my notes here. Hey, Gabriel.
Hey, Gabe.
Just woke up.
Fantastic.
Glad you could make it.
Sunny day.
Aren't you guys like 3 hours ahead of us?
Yeah, but I went a bit late. So
What does that mean, so? What are you insinuating? I should be up? Don't you know who I am?
Some more. Let's see here. Zola stumbles out of from the back, I guess, and we're having a conversation with the merchant Gar Hassan, who is pitching that he handle the rubies and the silk as we enter the city, so as not to pay kind of a tax to the guards, and also redeem them basically on our behalf with the church. So,
yeah, he's also saying he should present the silk to Skiff Reader.
I was scrolling through my notes to figure out, have we already done this guy as solid? I'm not sure that we have. Let's see. No, we didn't find the bonsai trees. So I guess my question would be like, well, what, would you expect anything of us to make this exchange or to get it into the city for us? Like at what cost are you offering this service essentially?
No cost. I'm doing it so we can get into the city.
Yeah, out of game, this feels sketch, guys.
Yeah, it does.
I'm doing it so we can get into the city.
Yeah, out of game, this feels sketch, guys.
Yeah. I guess you have a delay.
Yeah, anybody else getting an echo there?
Delay. We are live stream.
Oh, okay.
And I was just seeing if the automatic chat was up because sometimes it doesn't. I like the automatic chat. I know Mark likes to. One of my players likes to quip in and give me a hard time whenever I'm doing something online.
It was funny. Well, I mean,
will you rebuff his offer?
I'm tempted to decline, but I'm open to what you guys think. Meaning, like, look, I mean, if it's normal to pay a fair share into entering the city, like, I feel like that was something we would have had to accept anyway.
Right.
And we're the ones that made the agreement directly with the Church of
Laylock.
Laylock.
Yeah.
I'm pronouncing it Laylock. The T is silent. I guess.
Got it.
Okay. So
unless Gabriel, you know how to properly pronounce.
I think it's Tlaloc.
It's Tlaloc.
Tlaloc.
Why Gabriel?
Yeah. Because
further away than I am.
Because I believe he is our southern neighbor, and
I think it's
more familiar with indigenous tribes of ancient South America. Am I off base,
of Mexico? All right.
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Carl is nearer than me from Mexico, but
as far as I know, you can live in Hamburg or Berlin. But
I think it's Tlaloc. It's a god from
Aztec mythology.
Maybe Mayan or Aztec mythology.
Mexica.
Well, we identified it as the god of rain.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know. I say we give this merchant a chance. If he wants to do us a solid and we owe him a favor, that's fine. If he screws us over, we kill him.
Yeah, so maybe like an agreement with a veiled threat. I kind of like that.
Well, we don't tell him we're going to kill him if he screws us over. We just do it. You don't tell the GM your plans. You just act spontaneously. Right?
What is
I'm a neutral arbitrator.
Yeah.
All right. I'm open.
That's what I think. I mean,
I am open to trying it. So Zola, what's your take? We try to trust the merchant to.
Is he a merchant known in the city, or
he is the merchant for the Church of Laylock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
The original mission was to go out and find out what became of him and where is the silk that they're trading for. So you guys are coming back with the silk that you
with a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We could at least ruin him based on reputation alone, even if we couldn't kill him, probably. So let's just go with that.
But he also insists that he should hold on to the rubies at the gate as well, because he won't be patted down. And if you guys lead the discussion, and you're unknown, and you're not on the register, he states, you probably will get patted down.
Okay.
And the guards of the who's in charge? Vale's hard presence.
So we just okay. We go with his lead, and so we pass as like guards or workers for him,
Or even slaves, he proposes.
I don't think so.
No, too much.
Yeah, that would be too much.
Slaves aren't armed and armored, and they're not given.
Yeah, it's a little hard to pass. I'd say guards is probably the easier play. And why wouldn't you have guards out here in the wild? You know.
So you're going to accommodate him.
Do that or split the difference. We give him everything. Maybe I could slip like a ruby in a boot or something.
Okay. You're a jester. You have no problem with that.
Yeah.
And it seems so.
Jay, what was your total that you thought you had for rubies? I have 2 written on my sheet, but I imagine we might have split them up more than that.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, so I don't think I had.
Okay.
I thought you had 4 rubies.
Okay.
1 went to Jarma, the ranger, who's not going to be playing anymore.
Okay.
And I'm subtracting another one because Aaron is not able to play today as the druid. I'm going to say he's off on a side quest. He went back to his shrine. So that leaves you with 2 rubies in your possession.
Cool. So I'll give him 1, and then I'll kind of slide the other one in my boot.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm also gonna put just find like a gravel or a pebble or a small rock, and kind of just put one of those on top of in my boot and another one in the other boot as well.
Okay. It's uncomfortable, but you're a jester, so it's all part of the program of the slightly cracked scholar of ancient mysteries.
He already walks funny, so no one.
He was always kind of funny. Funny, haha, or and what's his name? Detoxin, Resmaduro Detoxin. Before you get to the city, you're going to arrive a few hours before the gate opens. So you have to loiter. That's when Resmaduro Detoxin comes up to the jester and says that you are doing Gar Hassan a great favor by allowing him to present those silks to your lord, to the high priest. I hope you're expecting a great favor in return.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have a problem calling upon him if we needed something. We're going to kind of leave it in the bank for now.
Mm-hmm. He's not one to be trusted.
In fact, we could have our ways of getting something from him if we needed to. Maybe we aren't to be trusted. Who is really?
Who is really? Agreed. And Rom'Myr the Toxin appreciates that line of attack, and he goes, "True, true, true." So that's why favors are so important, and you gentlemen are really capable. You should consider working for me. You should turn over the silk to the Knotsman.
The same silk that
you're carrying now.
Okay. Now, this is the same silk that Gar Hassan wanted to present on our behalf, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. And he's saying, you should, declare it for the Knotsman. I'll declare it at the gate. Gar Hassan will be sat on the side of the road outside the gate, and he will be ruined.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm necessarily looking to make an enemy here, and we've already kind of made an agreement. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm leaning towards declining this and kind of laying in the bed we've already made. Carl, you're on mute. I think I just saw you talk, but I didn't see you.
Stick with the agreement that we made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gar Hassan gets you guys through the gate when it opens for morning business. And it doesn't take long to get to the I have a new word. I learned a new word. Conjuratory of Laylock. The worshippers of Laylock never wash unless it's raining. And it doesn't rain very often in Valla'Tair.
Awesome.
So there's always, when you go into the conjuratory, a heavy smell of body odor.
Mm.
And they have there's many portions of this temple that are, and I put a map of the temple up, that have no ceiling to allow the rain to come in. And Skiff Reader, of course, greets you, and Gar Hassan announces that the mission was a success due to the timely reinforcements and aid that you sent, and recovered silks of great quality. And what else? What are you doing with the canister?
The gas. I've just been kind of holding on to it. So it would.
The clay, is that the clay globs globe packed in straw?
No, this is the chloral gas. Is what you're asking about, right?
Yeah.
I've just been holding on to it. My thought was I would hang on to it until I maybe met someone I thought that I could cash it in or tell me more about it, sort of thing.
Yep. And what else was there? There was slippers and surgeon tools.
Yeah.
Okay. The surgeon tools are on the other thief, I believe, and he also took the 8 strange looking crossbow arrowheads.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So if right now some of these accessory goodies, you just have the chloral gas on.
Zola has the boots or something too, right?
Zola may have the boots. Did you take the boots, Zola?
Let me see.
I just basically
I took
keeping
the folder with the assassination contracts.
Okay. Well, that's right. That's right. You also have the contracts.
Yeah.
And so, what I'm fishing for is, are you revealing any of these things to the high priest, or are you keeping them to yourself?
Canister, I'd just keep to myself.
Okay. All right. So Gar Hassan is showered with praise. It's more silk than the high priest has seen in one go ever. Usually their load is like, 4 bales of mace silk is what their usual run is. So this is above and beyond, and will raise the prestige of Laylock greatly. So the high priest blessed the whole party. So everyone here gets 500 experience points.
Whoa.
Being dutiful servants of Laylock and succeeding in your mission. And Gar Hassan and Laylock and the Skiff Reader get in discussion about what was going on at the place. And so Laylock is really interested in further exploring that temple, wresting control of it, and monopolizing the trade directly with the Strangle. Is the upshot. And he would like to have you guys have the honor of doing that, if you so desire.
Just to make sure I'm understanding the proposal, it would be essentially being the kind of the courier between.
No, clear out and secure Skystone River Place
to go back. Yeah,
and then that would be, and then the Church of Laylock would deal directly with the Strangle, pushing out the other merchants.
Yeah.
Now that we know that they come to the temple, they store their stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, guys?
Do we want to go back again?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that was unexplored, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an oak cask with whiskey.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's got to be the barrel. The cask of whiskey it's got to be over 300 gold pieces. You just know that because everyone drinks.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the value of whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clear that we still never really got to the bottom of what happened in that place, or
right.
I'm open to it. I perhaps wish we had a slightly bigger group. I guess we could see if we could.
So the priest, he wants us to further clear the place we've just been to.
Yep.
So they can proceed to deal with the Strangler on the silk business. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Become the new proprietors of Skystone River Place and minister to trade.
I think it's gonna take more than the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Maybe we could grab a mercenary in town or something.
Yeah.
Are hirelings a thing, Jay?
How about the church take care of hiring some mercenaries for us?
I'll gladly provide you Gar Hassan's 4 slaves.
Are slaves allowed to wield weapons?
Yeah. Not in the city, of course.
Okay.
And then Gar Hassan complains about the expense of slaves. And Skiff Reader says, being the minister of Skystone River Place, I'm sure would make up for any slaves you may lose on this expedition. And that puts Gar Hassan in his place. It seems he wants to keep working for the Church of Laylock.
Okay, so what... Se puso a hacer café. What kind of weapons they can wield? And they are able with arrows or slings?
Good question. Let's see what they're proficient. And I am looking for some more of my great OSR products that people have been putting out over the years. And of course, they're not making that.
I think that maybe a dagger and some missile weapon would be so they can provide cover for us.
Right.
Okay, 3 of them know how to wield short swords, and 1 knows how to shoot a short bow.
Okay.
Okay.
And their names are Bane, Bridge, Bottle, and Basket.
Right.
Okay.
I might ask one other thing is, I was injured during our last expedition, before heading back out. Do you, or maybe an acolyte of the church, have any healing ability, essentially?
Yeah, he suggests the baths here in the temple.
Okay. All right.
Servants can administer to your wounds and get you healed up.
Okay.
So anyone can take advantage of the healing baths of Laylock.
So they have like Roman bath, so you just sink in and heal up.
Yep. And but the water's dirty. It's not like clean.
Yeah.
It looks like it's regularly soaked in, and only gets replenished when it rains.
Hey, hit points are hit points,
But we now have healing baths of Laylock. Okay. I'm just writing that down. That's an important note.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do in town?
Did we get our other ruby back from Dude?
No.
I'm going to firmly ask for it. In fact, I'm going to kind of corner him in front of the priest before we leave. You were holding on to something else for us, I believe.
What might that be?
A ruby.
A ruby. Yes. That was that's what I had to use to get through the silken gate and avoid the tax that was to be levied on our goods. We've also
indicated that would not be the case, and I'm actually going to look over at the priest and be like, this man is not to be trusted with arranging for trade with the strangled, as he's proven himself a dishonest man entering the town. Are you sure that was the case? You had to trade it in, or might you still have it on your persons?
That is certainly the case. I will not have my word or my honor hurt by the likes of you, ruffians.
Yeah, I'm still gonna basically look over the priest. I don't suggest doing business with this man. He's proven himself dishonest.
Gift Reader said that Gar Hassan has been the merchant for Laylock for many years.
So how are we're going to be compensated for the loss of that ruby then?
And Gar Hassan says, perhaps you should retract your scurrilous lies and take the favor of the Church of Laylock that you get to take on this sacred mission.
Perhaps you should consider whether you'll maintain the privilege of operating as a merchant with, the church going forward.
Well, Gar Hassan says his honor and besmirched, he demands satisfaction. And
I'll just look over at the Skiefrieder and basically indicate that if something were to ever happen to Gar Hassan, Riza Maduro, the Knotsman merchant, does seem to have some honor. Please keep that in mind if, something were to ever happen to Gar Hassan.
Gar Hassan, screeches. Ah! They threatened my person.
It was no threat. It was simply an observation about one merchant's honor compared to yours.
Well, the only way to rectify this is they obviously must cleanse themselves and touch the justice stone, declares Gar Hassan. And Skiff Reader's like, but that touching the justice stone will involve you as well, Gar Hassan. You will have to take on the same trial to prove your honor. And he says he's willing to do that. I demand
done, and then you can come get your
trial of touching the justice stone. So Skiff Reader calls for some of his counselor, and he comes in with a bunch of books, and they pour through them, and they go over them, and yeah, it seems like he's right. Besmirching his honor and declaring everything be rectified through the trial of touching the justice stone.
Not quite ready.
So, since he's declared the trial, you get the choice of which trial you'll take. And that is either to touch the justice stone
One or two.
in the Haunted Manse or the Immortal Zoo.
Do we have any idea what any of this stuff is?
No, except that the criminal justice system is usually sometimes trial by combat. And it can take many forms, just the combat. And they're innumerable. The touching the justice stone, is kind of like a hide and seek, find something, first one erase, first one to find it, is the winner.
Yeah.
But it's not always an object, sometimes it's a goal.
Okay. So I want to make sure I understand the premise, at least out of game. So he's proposing this to prove out that he's not lying about the stone, or something else?
Yeah, he's saying his honor is stained by your accusation.
Okay. As it should be.
As it should be, yes, because that's and he demanded that a trial by combat and besmirching a merchant's honor in front of a high priest in one of the temples. And as they go through the books, that's one of the things you can do to get satisfaction. But you have to also put yourself at risk as well. And so there's two trials, the Immortal Zoo and the Haunted Manse, and you guys, you guys get to pick, and he would have to go do the other one.
Is there still an opt-out option at this point? Just out of game. Like before, we'll talk about what we're going to do. I just want to make sure we're going to discuss the actual options, or are we in too deep at this point?
Yes, you know that there were other people present, and the trial by combat can be put off until they're subpoenaed and give their statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I said we put it off.
So there's that, and Gar Hassan is frustrated with that. So because who is there? Chichikasapan and Resmaduro de Toxin.
Yeah.
And not that it will change anything, but since they were present, they have to give a statement before, if the defendant so chooses, so that there's a record of your guys' side of the story, I guess, being propped up by witnesses. If you do not survive the trial, there is at least a record of the occurrence.
Yep. I say we delay it as long as possible until we can, have this guy meet with an accident.
Okay, Gar Hassan considers the business completed and leaves in a huff. And Skiff Reader, the high priest, goes, your 4 slaves, please. And he stomps his feet and turns around and says a few things to the 4 slaves, Ridgebane, Bottle, and Basket. And they stay, and he leaves.
Yeah, this bodes well. Slaves for the guy that is now our enemy. Perfect. Tagging along with us.
Well, I mean, if we treat them better than he did, which we probably will, then.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point.
The slaves are those.
The first thing I ask him is this your real name or the name that foul merchant, that deceitful merchant gave you? We can use your real names if you want.
Those aren't their real names. Those are their given names. Those are their slave names. Yes, you've sussed that out correctly. So they go about talking and referring to each other in their real names, and they're pleased about to do that. His slaves were heavily chained and wearing whatever they can scavenge. One of them had that armor that you're wearing, Jester. They're dirty.
They're human.
Question. Sorry, talked over you.
Sorry. Yeah, they're human, or they are these white baboons. Yep. Oh, okay. That was the other merchant that has the white baboons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, did we get any actual cash from the silver from the returning of the silk, or just the blessing?
Just the blessing, because Gar Hassan presented him.
Yeah. Cool.
You got screwed out of your bounty.
All right. Anything else at the church aside from the bath? So I was going to propose we try to go turn in this ruby somewhere to get some money, and then that could also further facilitate equipping or making the slaves more of an ally.
Before we leave, I'm going to ask the high priest if he knows anything about the city of the Spider Queen, or who is the Grand Hieratorix, or.
And you're not showing the contracts. You're just dropping names. Your name dropping.
Yeah, just dropping the question. Yeah.
Well, let's do a random reaction roll.
Okay. I got the charisma of 12.
So no bonus. Okay. Skiff Reader goes, that's a very ancient name.
That's a very ancient?
Yeah. Where do you want to know where you came across it?
Maybe there was some reference in the ruins about that.
Yeah, that was a power overcome by the trackless empire 1,000 years ago. And peace and prosperity have reigned ever since. The contracts didn't look 1,000 years old.
Yeah. So they were defeated, or they were. There's no chance that they are.
They were crushed and absolutely eliminated from this dying Earth.
So there is no chance that they are active recently.
No. Nope. Trackless Empire. Rom'Myr has been freed from their evil tyranny.
Okay.
But you said those contracts did not look 1,000 years old. Right?
Yeah.
No. They're contemporary. They were like on contemporary paper, whatever is
Cardstock.
Yeah, cardstock. Cardstock. There's a guild for that. There's a guild for everything in this town, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder who would find those contracts valuable.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How are you gonna do that?
We're gonna try to get in touch with some of the seediest parts of the city, I guess.
All right.
There are. Okay, if you want somebody to do a job for you, there should be a way to contact that people.
Yeah. And the Jester, you're a knowledgeable guy. But you two guys are I'm referring to Pete, who's not even here. You're a thief of the slacker thief. Your own group would be a good place to start. Gabriel.
Okay.
Mm.
Maybe there's like a cult somewhere that still exists.
Let's see. The contract they state the name of the victim, right?
Yes, with a finger. Was it a finger bone? A finger?
Mm-hmm. So, we can try to find if there are known people, or there were known people in the city, or they belong to a certain family, or. I think it's at least it's a place to start. Maybe they belong to some known family, or maybe they were merchants, or.
With 4 contracts. And I wish I had a great Dying Earth name generator. But there's 4 contracts, names you don't recognize. And are you going to start with your Thieves Guild?
Yeah, that's.
We'll try to turn in this gemstone somewhere too, the ruby, just so we can have some cash on hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have an idea of where we might be
in the local market.
Okay. You guys want to swing by there first? See if we can redeem this thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Let's do the easy first.
Okay. So you are going to sell the ruby. Anyone have any charisma bonuses? Jester, I'll give you a +1.
I have a base +1.
But I'm also going to give you an additional +1. You have that taunt ability.
Okay.
So I'll give you another +1 on that for fast talk.
Right.
It's a flawless specimen. The jeweler is very impressed with it. He cannot hide his amazement of the quality and flawlessness of the gem. And he offers you 1,000 gold pieces for it.
Okay. I would actually try to pitch. I'm not a greedy man, but this is a very fine gem. I was thinking more of a 1,100.
Okay, 1,100 it is.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So I'm sorry, it's gold standard, right? You said 1,100 gold, not silver.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm using that. I'll look at our basic economy and our basic money. You're never gonna find an electrum piece, because like many gamers.
I hate electrum pieces.
Who here loves electrum pieces? Raise your hand. Okay, 10 silver pieces equal 1 gold, and 10 copper equal 1 silver.
Okay.
And carrying around a lot of gold is a pain in the ass. That's why jewels and gems are really valuable, because it's a compact form of wealth that can be transported easily.
Yeah, my thought was just to get us some movable cash. So I'll split this up.
Maybe he can give us some gems of lower value and some gold.
You want it in a mix of gold and gems? He can do that. He's the man to do that. So, what are you thinking? And you guys can come up with whatever you want, but he'll give you denomination in hard coin and gems. We don't have to sort that out now, but you can have that.
Yeah.
You just got an operative value right now of 1,000.
Okay. You guys just want to split this 3 ways, 366 a person?
Okay.
Give the jeweler a tip.
Yeah, that was rounding down with the decimal. Sure, he can have the rest. Jay, does this also convert to XP or no?
No, it doesn't, because you've already got the XP for that.
Okay.
Already granted you the XP when you exited the temple with all this stuff.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna get myself a leather armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the borrowed leather back to the one slave.
Okay.
I'll grab my own from the market, I guess.
And where do you guys want to stay while you're in Valla'Tair? Are you staying together? Do you have your own separate apartments?
I probably consider myself more of a wanderer, so I'd probably just grab a room in a tavern or.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here? Is that what the Bleeding Mistress is?
The Bleeding Mistress? No.
Oh.
The Bleeding Mistress is a mercenary corps that works for Veiled Hard Presence to bulk out their numbers. Veiled Hard Presence is in charge of the Ash Gate and the Silk Gate and security within the city.
Okay.
The Bleeding Mistress?
Yeah.
Yeah, that cadre of troops is mostly responsible for law and order outside the city walls. What little there is. Mostly is a buffer for any type of force that may attack the city. Make sure. Gay and Valla'Tair, the blue borderlands.
And probably stay. If the guild has, if the guild provides a board for the members.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably stay there.
Maybe real quick before we leave the jeweler, maybe as you guys walk off a bit, I'm going to consider myself kind of an unwise troublemaker, whether I should or not. I'm going to give the jeweler a tip. Thanks for a good transaction, but do be careful. While I have an interest in gemstones, I'm under the impression that there are some, flawless forgeries floating around, and I believe the merchant Gar Hassan has recently gotten a hold of some.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just keep an eye out.
There's always thieves about.
Yeah.
Men of low quality.
You've heard of this man.
Hmm?
You've heard of this man.
Gar Hassan, of course. Everyone knows the head merchant of the Church of Layla.
And you consider him a man of low quality? Off the record, of course. Apparently he's very touchy about his reputation.
Oh, most merchants are.
So where would a ranger stay then?
Anywhere you like. I mean, there's I'm just looking for the name of your god, Zola.
Oh, it was
Mad Soaker or something like that.
No, it was the Slumbering Pharaoh, but it has a real.
Oh no, Zola. Gabe.
Okay.
He's a thief of blah blah blah, and you're at their guild house, which is a bar called the Last Virgin Tavern Inn. So you're all welcome to stay there.
You guys want
like a fun place? Yeah.
Treat our slaves to a meal and a drink, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're so happy. Well, I guess they've always been well fed, but what they really want is a bath.
They want a what?
A bath.
Oh.
The Church of Laylock doesn't wash or bathe unless it's raining, and in the rain. And Gar Hassan, being their merchant, made us follow their traditions.
Oh. We pay them a bath and a girl for each one.
Okay. One wants a man. That's all. You just man, please. But they're immensely pleased. Their morale is high.
Okay.
Good.
So we unloaded the gem.
Yep.
All right. Just need to find your price list for this armor and stuff. Let's see.
Yep, because I jacked the prices on armor.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because since I was a kid, I always thought armor prices were too low.
Yeah, it's 80.
That's because I'm a mean dungeon master.
No, I think it's because you're a mean dungeon master.
Yeah. 80 gold pieces for leather, 160 for chain, 1,300 for plate. And a shield costs 27. And I jacked the prices on short swords, long swords, and two-handed swords. Okay. Now, I think are about the war horses. I made horses really expensive. I don't even.
All right.
The Bleeding Mistress rides a horse-like creature. It's got a long neck and a flat face, with the nose of like a pug, the scrunched face like a pug.
Okay. I probably will I'll probably will put the money down for some chainmail.
Okay.
But you said it's 160, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. But I mean, I usually use a bow, so I'm not going to invest in a shield. At good point.
Okay. So what we have left in the kitty is you got those 8 crystal arrowheads, those surgeon tools. You got the assassin paperwork.
Oh, crystal arrowheads.
Well, they're for a crossbow, but I guess you can use them for anything.
Well, just okay.
But Morthok, the thief, Pete's character, he gathered those.
Oh.
But if you guys want to, I guess, trade them or whatever, you can do whatever you want with them right now.
If you think he might keep playing, maybe we'll.
Yeah.
Wait.
I won't worry about that. Yeah. I have like 7 clay globes.
Yes.
That were packed in straw. Also written down.
Okay. What are you going to do with them?
Well, what are they? I mean, are they? I'm gonna go to the market and throw one.
Globes packed in straw.
So you're going to go to the market and throw one?
Yeah. No. I'm kidding.
Onto the hard ground, see what happens.
Is there like a, I don't know,
alchemist guild or something?
Alchemist, hedge wizard, some sort of. Yeah.
Yep. There's people in town that you could take the clay jugs, the clay globes to, and try to figure that out. See what they are.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the other stuff, but I had that. I guess I was holding on to it because I have it written down. I don't know. We'll take those to.
Yeah, at the same time, I wouldn't mind getting an opinion on the chloral gas as far as value and utility.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go there.
Okay.
Get some, secure rooms at the Last Virgin, and we probably should equip these. So all these slaves, we probably should equip them in like leather, maybe. Or try to.
Yeah, I got a question on that. You shared this document, the Wretched catalog of gear, and they mentioned very light armor and light armor, and leather is under both of them. So
disregard that.
Okay.
Disregard that. Leather is leather is leather. I just found that the Wretched catalog of gear, one, it's free, PDF, and it has a lot of different items that you won't find on an equipment list. So that's just to supplement the meager equipment list that comes with basic fantasy role playing. So I guess the basic fantasy role playing numbers trump anything else, and then if you're looking for something you can't find that you want, we can probably find it in the Wretched catalog of gear and attach a price to it.
Okay.
Isabel the Ogler. Isabel the Ogler is a known alchemist.
Oh.
I gotta find out what those. Ooh. Dice. Get out of my way, dice. She doesn't know, but she also seems afraid to say.
Regarding the globes or the gas?
Yeah. The globes. Oh, and the gas? No, the gas, she says she doesn't know what it is and is afraid to say. The globes, because there's two of them, that's right. That's a good one for that. And the globe, she says, no, I'm not sure, but I can introduce you to someone who might.
Okay.
Regarding the gas,
good.
I'm going to hold the canister up. Be like, do you think it would be easier for you to inspect it if I open it and kind of like shake it?
No.
Oh, I mean, so you seem to know something about it, right?
Well, it's just not. It's just not practical to open an unknown gas in a closed space.
I wouldn't know much about that sort of thing, and I'm just going to kind of act like I'm still maybe going to open it.
Don't. It's very dangerous. If you want to open it, please leave the shop.
So how is it dangerous? You do seem to know something.
Oh, I'm just speculating. It's always on the air side of caution. That's how you stay an alchemist for a long time. If you don't exact the right amount of caution, your career can be cut quite short by opening up unknown gas canisters in an enclosed space.
What about if we open in the marketplace?
You will probably grab the attention of the guard at some point.
Yeah, so I mean, let's see. I don't think I'm in the business of threatening random people. Yeah, so I'll probably put it away and just be like,
I'm trying to play dumb like the.
It does seem strange that you're so cautious about it. I'm not sure why you'd be tight-lipped. That's all.
Maybe you know someone who'd be interested in getting his hands on.
Yes,
something like that.
That she says she believes she can arrange someone to have someone that there's someone who would be interested in this, and she offload
yeah,
it.
my goal is to know more about it first, but yeah, possibly also offload it.
You want to know more about it?
Yeah.
Well, give me 30 gold pieces and come back tomorrow.
And leave it. Would I have to leave it with her?
Yeah.
This hasn't been working out too well for us.
And the clay
gold. Do you have references that I can check?
No. Not in this universe.
Are you impugning my word as an alchemist in the city of Valla'Tair? If so, and she claps her hands, and a servant comes in, it'd be best that my servant hear it as well, so it can be corroborated in the Church of Justice.
Oh no, that won't be necessary. So this is like kind of a storefront, or is it does she just have like a little stall in the market?
No, she has a shop,
Okay.
one story stone structure.
All right.
So it doesn't burn down.
Is there like a sign? How legit does it seem?
It says Oggle's Fine Apothecary.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I am unless you guys.
And the reference came from Zola's. From the last version. They were like,
cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to part with the cash unless you guys think this is a bad idea. So.
Oh, she'll tell you about it if you give her some money.
Yeah, and leave it overnight. Yeah.
She should have an answer for you by the morning.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Maybe you can leave half. And
you only have one canister, right?
Yeah. You only have one glass canister. Gas doesn't portion out very easily.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you had they were how many clay gold globes?
7?
7 clay globes.
Just to let you know, she goes, those bear the alchemical inscription for The burning fume.
Oh, that's what it says on it?
Well, that's what she says. The hieroglyphs that she can see on it identify it as, like looking at it like a pill with numbers on it or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a drug addict.
So you think like if this was exposed to air, or we broke the clay globe, it'd explode?
Yeah, and release the burning fume that peels the flesh from your enemy's bones.
Ooh.
That sounds fantastic, but bad for my enemies, of course. But we're friends, right?
Yeah, be very careful with them.
No, ask her. We're friends, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, just making sure.
And she looks at Zola, always friends with the Slacker clan.
While we're there, I'll also ask, does she deal in any? So we travel in the wilderness and sometimes have to tend to wounds. Do you deal in any, say, unguents or anything with, properties that might heal wounds?
Yes. Yep. She has many salves bombs that she swears by for cuts and bruises.
All right.
Nothing for fire damage, but cuts and bruises. 150 gold pieces a vial.
I'll take one of those.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take one too.
Okay. Where are you off to next?
I think I'm good on town business, so I'll defer to you guys.
Yeah, I'm new to this town too, so I have no idea. I mean, so we got those globes evaluated. We're gonna keep them, right?
Yeah, you better store them safely. I mean,
like this?
Just juggling
the alchemist,
globes.
You noted the alchemist.
Yeah, you could have the jester juggle them.
Yeah.
I guess the only.
You're gonna need a backpack full of hay to store. Just for those.
So are we gonna just reprovision and then try to head back to that ruin? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, I guess that's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we're going to go full murder plot for Gar Hassan, I suspect that's.
No, I think that's the long game. We got to get him.
Yeah.
It'd be more satisfying maybe to catch him, to have him stumble in one of his lies and embarrass himself.
Yeah. Or just, turn his slaves against them.
Well, that too.
Are you guys going to leave in the morning?
That's what I mean. We'll take off in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what we do. Try to maybe treat these men with kindness and.
Okay, the travel back to the temple is uneventful.
Wow.
Can I swing by the alchemist in the morning?
Yeah, but her store's locked up. No one's there.
Interesting.
That's fine. We know where to find her. You guys let's press on. I don't know that the gas is going to make or break us, and I'm not going to.
Well, here in the news, marketplace. People in marketplace die mysteriously from.
I'm not going to burn a store down over 30 gold, so.
What's your number?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
I know. Jay, the neutral arbitrator of this game, is making me feel like this whole town needs to be burned down.
Let's just put it this way. Hopefully, we don't know that yet, but the dynamics of the campaign will that the wilds are much more ferocious than the sanctuary of the city, even though it's filled with scumbags.
Yeah.
You can always go be a farmer on the blue heath, the cold heath. Or maybe a salt harvester on the salt flats.
Yeah.
That's pretty staid living.
Yep.
All right. So we were outside the temple with our geared up, well-fed slaves.
There's no sign of the Ohm.
All right.
There's the sign of your camp. There's the they're actually there. Yeah, that's right. Any corpses that were left behind were cleaned out by the crops. So that's been scavenged up. Yeah, there's a lot of crocodile tracks on the beach.
All right.
And you're back at that. What was it? Just a platform for the?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the initial room there, Jay?
Yeah.
So, guys, I don't know if you switched over to working off of Aaron's map last session because it was better than mine. I'll link to it here in the chat directly to the Discord image if you guys want to pull it up. So it's that X in this kind of the center, that square room is the entrance. So last time we spent most of our time going to the northeast where we had those individual pillars and like the almost like a monkey bar ring situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we quite exhausted that path. But
you can easily get to that path by on the second location to the north or just north of you. You've been taking the trek north and then going northwest. And there is a what was there? There's a column below that goes to the rope wrapped column, which begins the series of columns going north. Or I guess your entrance, the first and second spot that you guys entered are part of that long line. But there's no rings in the ceiling.
So was there any, when we talked to that degenerate, wasn't there like some sort of degenerate human creature?
Yeah, the Ohm.
The Ohm? So did the Ohm ever give any indication of where those children might have hid?
Yeah, he said they
might
gone to the room behind the waterfall.
Where is the waterfall?
The north end of the town.
Okay, so past all those rings and rungs that we have to like climb past.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. I don't know. Do we want to try to get the big rum barrel? Or whiskey barrel?
Oh man, I forgot about that. We should have thought about maybe gearing up to get that specifically. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, like a net. Shit.
Maybe we'll table that.
Okay.
I still think that lead of the kids or whatever is obviously an area we haven't checked out.
Okay.
And they might know a little bit more about what has happened or what they've seen in the complex if we ever found them alive.
Mm-hmm.
So do
you want to try to go back there then?
Yeah, I was trying to think what made us turn back last time. Was it just time check? I think.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, all right.
And you stored a bunch of loot.
Yeah.
You're like, time to cash in.
Yeah, but that merchant screwed us over on that. No way.
Bill pay.
What else are merchants for in a fantasy role-playing game?
All right. So why don't we head back to that, I guess, northeast section, the column that goes down to the periodic columns with rings, and then we know there was the pig and wolf head situation. We could go with
yeah. Before, I'm gonna check if there's there was a trap on the before the top of the column, right?
the ducks. Is that what that one was?
No, there was a string attached to a makeshift crossbow.
Tripwire?
Yeah, tripwire. Yeah.
Tripwire, that's not in the direction you're going, if I'm understanding right. Correctly.
Oh, that was on the other one. Okay.
That was past the statue that looks like it's holding up the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this was the column that was all wrapped that has the body hanging upside down. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
I think that's at the area on the map on the northwest, maybe.
Okay, so we're going to keep see what the columns and the rings leads.
Okay.
Yep.
Do the pig wolf head distraction again if they're not still kind of chomping at it.
Now the first column you can access by climbing down the buttress and going to the rope wrapped column. Or the other. How else did you get there? Well, I guess that's the way you came. Yeah.
It's the Navy SEAL rope bridge. The
rope wrapped column is where the body was hanging. Yep. And this one's got on the roof. There's 3 saints looking down, and a small painted terrier dog peeks his head out, and it's like barking. You can hardly hear it over the roar of the river, and it's barking and wagging its tail. Wow. It only moves when the light is on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that one activating beyond that.
Yeah, I don't remember that too. I don't think it activated at all. Just the dog moving between the saints.
Yeah.
And to the north, halfway up the column, is another rope bridge that goes to the next northern column. And that is actually
That's the one with the pigs.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Screaming pigs with broken legs. And whenever the light shines on them, they start to squeal and their little pieces move.
Yeah. So it kind of reset, or are there less pigs there, or more pigs?
They look the same. I mean, what'd you guys grab? One piece? One pig? One legless pig? So yeah, there's actually, yeah, there's one other missing.
Interesting. Can we see 30 feet ahead to the wolf column, or do they still seem to be kind of snapping at something?
Yeah, because we didn't brought the pig back, so they're probably still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
you can see the wolf heads moving, yes.
All right.
When you shine the light.
Is that squealing pig still there? The one that we put there before? Or they ate it.
Let's put it this way: your light is not. You can't shine your light far enough to get onto that top.
Oh, I guess we should establish that, huh? Who's torching it up right now? Anybody willfully have a free hand?
I'm doing the candle in the hat thing again.
Okay.
All right.
That illuminates your immediate area, so you won't trip over things.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have both hands free.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna cross. The ropes are still there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I attach a rope to myself while crossing.
Yeah,
just in case.
What is it, between the pigs?
Yeah, between the pigs and the wolves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last time we kind of did the tandem rope thing.
Yeah, to get over to the wolf, you got to go across the shiny rings.
Yep. So that got to send the thief across and then establish a rope thing. So that's you, Zolar.
Yeah, just like we did last time. So
Okay.
when I get to the next column, the wolf's heads, is still the pig there?
No.
Oh.
But there's another pig. You just can recognize it's not the one that you guys used.
Yep.
And the cask is there?
Cask is there.
Okay.
And there's two women in leather armor leaning on it and going, "Are you here to help?" We're just trying to figure out whether we should just drink the whole thing or try to get it out.
Who are you?
I'm Cassandra, and this is Duchess. And word on the street is that Skystone Temple River Place is chock full of treasure. And lo and behold, we found some.
I guess the word spread out pretty fast.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if they fell off the column.
Okay. So how long does it take? How long does it take or we're not there, so.
Yeah. What did you find so far?
This is our first find. We're thinking about trying to get it out. And then figure a way to get it back to Valla'Tair. We'd probably get a good price at some of the taverns. Or maybe a noble's party.
Yeah, we are here just to do the same.
We? How many are there of you?
Some. There's just only the two of you?
Hold on, gentlemen. I have to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
okay.
This is where you prefer modern games where you can like actually communicate, like in character.
Yeah. We probably help these ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the manpower to carry that thing out. We just gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least to lower the thing and
you can kind of make a net out of a rope, kind of tying all around it.
Yeah.
Just in case it did go in the water.
Well, they were thinking about rolling it in the water and taking their chances and see if they would survive the fall into the pool outside.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But if there's more of you, If there's more of you strong men, perhaps we can take it out in a more safe method.
Well, you're talking to them, Gabriel, your character.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have ropes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they got ropes.
Let's tie it up and.
Right, like a bear bag, right? Like you kind of make a net of the ropes, like on the top and bottom and around, and cross it. And then we have the help of the slaves to pull it across, hopefully.
Yeah, there are 4 slaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got 4 slaves with you.
Okay. Associates. Let's not belittle them,
right,
like Gar Hassan would.
Right. Yeah, actually, I guess that's for another day. But you get how much does it cost to free a slave?
I don't know yet.
Okay, well, something to think about then.
Yep.
I shout at Gurnard. Gurnard, get over here. We need some muscle.
Okay. Well, that's not me, but okay.
Is that
I'm
you?
gonna. No, I'm like. Well, no, I don't. I have like a 9 strength. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the bow. Remember.
You're average heroic.
Yeah. But I'll come over.
So you're a ranger, right, Carl? Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I'm a ranger.
Very good. So Narnel is stronger?
No, same.
No.
I look like a weak book nerd.
Okay. So probably call for one of our associates to.
Yeah. They're probably brawnier. Yeah, I would probably, because I don't. Do we see these other 2 people yet, or he's the only one that's seen him?
The women were in the dark. They had no light, or they have a torch, or.
They had a torch that they put out.
Okay.
They light it now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it up. You can see the torch. The other people.
Okay. Yeah, you can see there.
Come on over. The water's fine. Anyone want to get drunk?
Not here.
Come on. Live a little. You don't think your climbing skills can be impaired?
We should probably send our associates over to help.
Okay.
You can direct them how to tie it up. But it's probably good for me. I guess from a tactical point of view, if these 2 people try to screw with us, and I can shoot them from a distance, I'm better at that than tying up rope.
Yeah. So we are tying the cask, we're securing it as the former slaves come across.
No problem. You're able to pull off this maneuver.
Nice.
So you've moved it a column. And you're going to do this all the way out?
I don't know. Is that what we want to do? Is that our big treasure?
So
how much was?
Just a strategy perspective. We didn't really necessarily commit to why we were here for them. I was almost thinking the play would be kind of the noble cause of, there's children in here. Like, maybe we put this in the staging area near the entrance, and maybe they want to help or not.
They'll watch the cask outside. Make sure no one fucks with it.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Like strength in numbers on the way back, kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're gonna take off with the cask, man.
They can.
They can't carry it.
They wouldn't be able to.
The 2 of them would not be able to carry it out. No.
Okay. Yeah, we have to put it on the backs of our associates, right? Or help.
Yeah, you'll have to fashion like a litter and haul it.
Like a litter and haul it off. Okay.
I'm gonna try to persuade them to come with us. Hey, we're looking for some missing children, and there's a bounty. For the safe return.
Which is more money for drinking.
They whisper amongst themselves. Then they go, "You're on. Let's see if we can wrestle more treasure out of this place."
Great. Now we have to share. But now we have like an army, so hey.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
I can't roll a random encounter to save my life.
Yay.
I was the other day. I had a 6-sided dice, and I was like, "This thing will never roll a 1." Wham! Out the bag. I need a 1.
Yeah, it's interesting how those come up. But then characters ignore them anyway. Right, Gabriel?
Yeah. We just wait.
You can reconnoiter at the pillar where you got the cask. Is that the direction you tend to go?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next column after that one was the cracked column top. In the same even sequence. The ceiling rings can be swung across. These are corroded black. And this is where you've got the clay grenade, the surgical equipment, the crossbow bolt.
Yep.
And it was a bunch of crates. I think Pete the thief dropped down on the crates. And this is the floor. It's rippled with crudely carved fish.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's that giant fish came from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So they're grenades now. We know this.
I mean, come on, we kind of knew.
Kind of knew. You got a clay globe.
Worst case, throw it and see what happens, right?
Crowded marketplace.
I know. Try not to meta too much. Come on. That's cool. That's good though.
Okay, so
I guess I shouldn't fall over.
Okay, I'm gonna cross then to that column that has this ripples carved.
Yep, and the roof is black, like dark abyssal mist.
Mm-hmm.
It moves like water.
And I'm gonna walk around the edge.
So can we see?
Gabriel?
Can we see his character?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we know what Pete's character experienced. So I'm gonna have an arrow ready, just in case that fish comes back, that giant fish from the ceiling.
So the idea is to walk around the edge, not touching, trying not to walk over the rippled scarf on the.
Okay, make a climb roll to see if you do it without touching.
Okay, 80. Okay. All right, it's the black first. Okay, 28.
Hey, you're able to do it without touching the surface. You're able to walk around on the rim.
Okay. I tried not to
touch. Dead end. Or does it continue?
And I'm gonna try to use the rings to reach the next column, if any.
Yeah, you can. You jump on the rings and you're going, and appears another column. It's not destroyed. It was never finished. It's surrounded by scaffolding.
Oh, the scaffold.
So I guess we should incrementally start following behind at this point, because actually that puts you 60 feet out.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we need to start following, and I guess we explain to our two new companions the trap.
Yeah. So I've got an idea. So Jay, this column that has the ripply, watery situation, that's part of a mosaic that last time kind of came alive. Yes.
It was carved in the floor by
Okay.
blind hands.
Yep. Got
And
it.
when Pete stepped on the floor, because he dropped onto the crate and stepped on the floor, the fish swam and then swam out to the edge. And we're circling around the edge, and then I think the fish came out.
Okay. I'm gonna take my pouch of chalk and like take the hilt of a dagger or something and just crush it up inside the pouch to where it's powder.
What are you crushing? Sorry, I didn't catch your question.
A pouch of chalk.
Okay.
Crush it up to a powder. I'll get the rope around me and give it to Gornad. Not only will I put a little bit on my hands just to assist with the climbing, my intent is to get to the edge, like Zola did.
Rings. You can use the rings.
Okay. It is to be near the edge of that and obscure some of the carving near the edge with the powdered chalk.
Okay.
And just drop it on it first and see if anything happens.
Nothing.
Okay. And then I'll drop down to the very edge, so not on the carving yet, but right next to where I obscured the carving.
Roll whatever appropriate ability you have. You have climb.
Yeah, climb.
Roll your climb or less to do that without having to make that second step where you're like, oh.
Yeah. 46 is less than 77.
Okay. So you are agile.
And then let's see. So my intent would be I want to test whether that chalk obscuring the carving is enough to do it. So what I would like to do is quickly step on it, and then if I see any sort of movement, be prepared to like run up and go to the next rings if I saw any movement. So basically, I want to test whether the chalk obscuring it did anything.
It seems to.
Okay. In that case, I'll lay out just kind of a slightly wider path around the edge that everyone else might be able to follow. And then I'll press on and kind of motion for everyone else to follow in this kind of relay of tie rope, move, etc.
Okay.
Nice.
So I will go last to make sure that these people don't get behind us and leave us stranded. I don't trust them. They seem nice enough, but we thought the merchant was nice.
Okay, so you're on scaffolding. The column was never finished, so you can stand on the top of it. There's ceiling rings heading northeast. These are ones that look all black and stiff, like they've been rarely used. You can climb down the scaffolding to a rocky sandbar at the bottom.
Where's the waterfall from where we're at now?
You can hear it. It's off to your west.
Okay. Maybe climb down to the sandbar. I figure that's where is that generally in that direction?
Okay. And so standing on the scaffolding, what's beyond? What's to the north? Like continuing? Is there?
To the northeast, it looks like there's a chapel or some sacred room with a broken roof. And then if you drop down onto the sandbar to the southwest, you can see the capsized shell of a half-wrecked river ship.
Oh.
Long ago. The thing's been jammed there a long time.
And that's to the northwest of this scaffolding section.
I'm sorry. The northwest is the ruined chapel, and to the southwest is the capsized shell of a hacked wrecked ship.
Okay.
But to reach both places, you have to go down the
To the
sky.
sandbar.
The ruined chapel you can get to by going over crossing rings.
Okay.
So you want to go to the ruined chapel? Well, I mean, the ruined chapel is to like a more or less northeast. You said.
Yeah. Northwest.
And west is more the sound of the waterfall. So it depends. I mean, do you want to explore the ruined chapel? That could be the. Didn't the Ohm say something about? I don't know. I feel like the ruined chapel will lead to one mystery, and the other way will lead to another. So you want to go ruined chapel first, then?
Yeah, let's go to the chapel.
Sure.
Inside the chapel, the floor has been tiled in the image of a man. The roof is broken. There's a silk rope that goes west. And that is it.
A silk rope, like a silk rope.
The hand over hand type
Yeah.
rope. Is that the zip line? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
The man in the floor seems to is beckoning towards you.
Does he appear kind of just like a general human, or does he look like one of the Ohm? Or any characteristics about him?
He his face is shaped with stolen tiles pulled from bird images further back. And in the broken ceiling, you see a mosaic of birds, and they're flocking and flying around within the mosaic.
Well, Jester, go see what he wants. You're the face among us.
Do we see where the zipline goes? Or it's beyond the...
It goes up. You had to climb across the rings, drop down on the broken roof, slide down the roof, and onto the ground. You notice around the edge inside the chapel, there's 8 stone jars, which looks like they have very small. The cover of the stone jar looks like the cap of a skull, but very small. There's 8 of them.
So the silk rope goes up to the broken ceiling?
The silk rope is attached to the chapel and goes northwest. And let's see, you can see that it goes to a column with a winding path that circles to the top of the column that was hacked into it by primitive tools. And then you notice, and like in all the cardinal points in the chapel, there's 8 stone jars.
Okay.
So we have the moving bird person, the 8 jars, and the silk rope.
Yeah, so beckoning guy on the ground. We have a circle of birds on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And jars around the perimeter. Okay, let's do something. I'll take one step forward into the chapel.
Okay, I've been describing this as if you guys had been in the chapel. Sorry.
Cool.
That's how you can see the mosaic.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was obscured from when we came through the rings or not. So you have to drop down and go in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So we are in. I will walk over to one of these jars and just inspect it a little bit further. So it looks like it's stone and it has almost like a jug lid that's a skull kind of pressed into it. Is that right?
Yeah, like if you take the top of your skull and use it as a cap.
Okay.
But they're small. They're like child size.
It is attached to the floor. Can you lift it?
Yeah, they're just sitting there.
No, I mean the whole the jars.
Yeah,
Not
you could
the
pick
cap.
them up.
Mm-hmm.
If they feel heavy. There's something inside of them.
Like
Sounds
liquid or sand or
sounds like
coins.
Mm.
And as soon as you shake and you hear coins, Cassandra and Duchess each go to one of the stone jars. It looks like because they want to look in them, they're like, "Oh, there's coins."
No, I'll just probably be like, well, let's be careful. Like maybe, yeah, sure, could be. Should we? Look, we're probably going to grab these, but perhaps we should grab them on the way out as opposed to disturbing them here, given what we've seen with the mosaics.
They ask what happens with the mosaics. Don't they just seem to some of them animate with light?
Yeah, some of them animate more than that, and have actually come out and attacked in various situations.
We don't want that.
So, all right. Is he going to talk to the bird person on the floor or not?
Go for it.
All right, I'm going to go talk to see what the man wants, the bird person.
Okay, he's in the floor and he's like beckoning you down, like he wants to say something to you. Get really close. He wants you to get really close.
All right. I'll crouch down.
Okay, make a saving throw against spell.
Okay. 12, probably not. Well, fighters, I don't know. Look.
No, I think you're needing like a 16.
Yeah, 16.
Or
yeah,
if you're
12
at
is
second level, maybe.
Nope.
I don't know.
All right, so no. Right. Okay.
As what's his face? Grenade leans down as if to hear what this man has to say. When he puts his hand down, to get down like that, the painting guy's hands match them, and then you see Bernard get absorbed into the floor.
No.
And now the painting has his face.
Huh. Did the circle of birds change at all during this? Up top?
Wow. Okay. Was there any other? Does anything else change in the chapel besides the face of the?
The flocking birds in the ceiling seem to swarm into a tight knot. and fly down on the picture on the painted floor that holds Gennard's face, and they start to try to peck it.
What do the birds look like? Are they just kind of common
Crows.
raveny? Okay, crows.
Mm-hmm. But there's other birds mixed in, but mostly they're crows.
So pecking at our friend who is now on the stone probably isn't cool. Maybe should we pick up some stones and just try to throw them at the birds to get them off?
Do something.
Everyone's like,
what do you think, Zola? I mean, we got to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. If there are any stones laying around, it's just start throwing at the flock.
Yeah, debris.
Okay, it seems to irritate them, but they always come back. Like, pigeons, if you threw rocks at them, then they'll come back to your bench looking for food. They, you can scatter them up, but they all come back down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't think if I'm gonna regret this, but I toppled one of the jars.
Okay. And it spills out a bunch of coins, and you see a little mini ranger. You're really tiny now.
Oh, wow.
And he appears from inside the jar.
Mm-hmm.
Is he himself, or is he like a little
He
statue
is
thing?
himself. Yeah, it's Gennard, and he's he's this tall. You can put him in your pocket.
You said there were eight jars. Let's say on it cardinal points, like 2 on each cardinal point, something like that.
Or I call it 8 core. It looks like the 8-rated chaos sign.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Warcock. I'm using 8 radiations. Yeah.
Put them back in the jar. Open another one. See if a bigger one comes out.
Well, the jars are all the same size, so if you kept on getting bigger, it would be.
I run to the other one and do the same. I topple the jar. Maybe he starts growing with each jar toppled. That's that's what Sola is thinking.
Okay, there is 30 gold pieces still out.
Do I have any insight as to what happened now that I'm tiny and back? No, I have no idea.
You bent down, and then the next thing you knew, you were in a black enclosed space. You could hear the roaring of the river outside.
Okay.
And quickly, you're like, what happened? What happened? And then the jar was spilled over by Zola, and you are horrified to find that everything is really big.
Wow. Is my face damaged from the birds at all, or no?
Nope.
Okay.
So he's still.
I guess it doesn't seem like the jars are.
Or traps.
Okay. Yeah. Now they're not traps, or they would be traps if you touch the. Oh, I say don't touch the mosaic.
He's so cute. Look at him. Gonna keep him. Touch it.
Well, I mean, this would be great for infiltrating the merchant's place, but.
But you can be squashed with a boot.
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right.
Okay, let's.
It's 10 o'clock. Are you not going to your other game?
Let's. Well, Sola, he keeps going from jar to jar, toppling them. He's going all around the place.
Okay. Jar 2 has 97 gold pieces.
30, 97.
Jar 3 has 12 gold pieces. Jar 4 has 79 copper pieces. Jar 5 has 47 silver. Jar 6 has 46 silver. Jar 7 has 74 gold. And the jar 8 that came out, did we already count the coins from Gernard's?
We did not.
Did not.
He came spilling out with 65 gold pieces.
Okay, but I don't. Maybe you have to destroy the mosaic.
I mean, the birds seem like they're going to do that soon enough, right? Maybe. So, can we see underneath where the birds are? Did the mosaic appearance change at all?
The only appearance is it now wears Gernard's face.
Mm.
Oh. This sounds mean, but order one of the slaves to go over there.
I'm not willing to break that trust yet.
These associates who we've been trying to
Yeah.
bring into the inner circle and gain their trust.
This would be a deal breaker, but
Yeah, it would be.
they are slaves.
Shit. Well, how do we? Well, I guess the problem is someone has to risk going over there to try to break or pry the stones from there, or switch with somebody. I don't know. If we, so I guess whose pocket am I in?
I don't think anyone's volunteered to touch you.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just running around.
Do you
Hey,
want?
Pick me up, pick me up.
I guess you can order one of the slaves to pick you up.
Yeah, it's so squishy, but we've been nice to them. So I guess put me up to the jester's ear. I have a suggestion or an idea.
Okay.
All right.
So maybe we can try to. We don't trust these two other adventurers. Have them go over to the mosaic. Maybe say there's a lot of treasure down there, or I'll just go tell them there's a lot of treasure down there. I need help getting it. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not buying it. They're not touching the mosaic. They saw what happened to you.
So I feel like there's some risk in destroying it or interacting
know.
with it at all.
Right.
I'm not sure I'm super comfortable with any plan of like forcing one of these other people.
No.
Because I mean, you're alive.
Destroy the birds. Yeah, but I'm small.
And small sucks.
Unless I could turn invisible and fly like a pixie, but I can't.
So did we hear anything like when he bent down, or did it seem like the action was more like getting close to the?
No, the hands
That's
like
it.
came and grabbed me and pulled me in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I've.
Yeah, it's like he was leaning down on it, and those hands came up and grabbed his hand, and then he had just pulled in.
But those hands don't seem to be doing anything with the birds.
No.
And there are no birds on the ceiling now.
No.
They're just flying around, right?
Well,
Either
they're
kill the
pecking-
birds.
They're pecking the mosaic.
Are they like the same size as me now, the birds, or they're bigger? They're bigger, right?
Yeah. You don't want to be seen by the birds. But it looks like they're concentrating on trying to chip up your face in the painting.
But I'm not like feeling any pain or anything.
No, you're not. No.
Or like my life essence is slowly draining away.
From
I feel like
afar, again, I'll take more like of the chalk powder and just kind of sling it over the mosaic underneath the birds.
Okay. The birds fly up annoyed and disturbed, they circle around the mosaic and then they go back into the ceiling.
Just kill the birds.
So I take out my broom and I sweep up the chalk. No. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Kill the bird mosaic things.
So the mosaic on the floor is still a ranger?
His face. Yep, it's the spitting image of Bernard.
My only suggestions are to either kill the birds or smash my face. They're trying to do that anyway. Or I would run over there and try to interact with the mosaic, but then the birds will probably eat me.
The birds are back up in the ceiling now. They're just in the ceiling.
Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, think about what would happen if you go absorb yourself back in as Tiny.
I don't know. That's what I wanted to do, but the birds are going to come and swoop down and.
No, the birds went back up after the jester threw chalk over your face on the floor.
All right. Well, I'll try to run over there and interact with the mosaic again.
Okay.
Just if the birds fly down, you got to protect me.
That means I need a random table. Random tables. What's good? The random table that I want. No. Maybe there's something in here I can use.
That's really strange.
You can comprehend any language.
Oh, but I'm still small?
Yeah.
Hey, you'll still come in handy, it sounds like.
Yay.
Just stand on my shoulder.
All right, what if I start chipping away at the mosaic then? Myself. With my mini hand axe.
Your mini hand axe? What does happen? Roll save versus spells.
Well, an interaction.
All right. Nope, failed.
Okay. This is going to get messed up.
Okay. Well, I'm starting to freak out and I'm desperate, so.
Yeah, well, I understand.
No one's helping.
Nope, they're all standing back.
Whoa.
Listen here, little man. Listen here, little man.
Yeah, try and come and step on me. Okay. Right.
Any interaction with the mosaic is.
You've turned into a leathery skinned pachyderm 20 feet at the shoulder. Everyone make a save against paralysis. Because you were just getting really huge in the shape of this pachyderm.
Yeah, I failed.
Holy shit. So I'm a big elephant that can comprehend any language now.
I mean, we're not done with you yet, but so some of the walls are knocked over by your increased size. So either being pressed by the pachyderm against the wall or stones or falling debris. Gabriel, did you pass? You're safe?
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
Paralysis.
That's an 18, so that probably.
You save, okay.
Yeah, another 13.
Everyone who didn't save takes 5 points of damage. It looks like one of the Cassandra was wounded as well.
All right.
-5 hit points.
All right.
For companion touches. Let's see what you.
Well, you guys know what I'm going to do, so I'm now
stomp.
a big giant elephant. I'm going to stomp on the floor.
All right, maybe we can exit first, perhaps.
Well, I can't. I don't have. I'm not an elephant with tongue, so I just scream.
Oh, you can comprehend any language you can speak.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I say,
yeah. We can talk to these guys.
Well, I tell my companions and our associates, I'm going to stomp on this mosaic.
So the question is, which way do we exit? Do we exit as if we're going to keep going, or back towards the entrance?
I don't know. Just keep going. If I get stuck here, I get stuck here. But finish the mission.
To the rope?
Yep.
Okay, we go to the rope.
Rope.
Okay, you stop the mosaic, and the rest of the chapel comes down in ruins.
Okay.
And you're still a pachyderm.
Shit.
Oops.
Dang. Okay. Well, I guess I can swim now. Hopefully you guys collected all that gold.
Yeah.
Smell like the ocean. I don't know if I already said that.
What? How do you mean?
That's just you smell like the ocean.
Okay.
You smell better than the Church of Laylock.
That's good.
You seem to have an obsession to observe the interactions of men and women and learn the ways of their courtship and copulation.
Lovely.
We need to have an additional +1 to hit when you try to stomp something.
Hey, he can attack with his tusks.
So is there a way to swim out of this place, or do I have to? There's no way I can climb the columns. Clearly.
No, but you could enter the water and walk through the river. You're a big 20-foot pachyderm and head towards the waterfall that leads out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll ask the other ones if they want to hitch a ride now. 'Cause I'm in the water, I guess.
Well, no, you're standing in the middle of what the chapel was once, and everyone's around you.
The last time we got near the water in it, that like water elementalish thing was around. I'd be hesitant to go in there.
I'm a big elephant. Or pachyderm, whatever. Pachyderm.
So can he follow us? Is there a path to attempt to follow us in the same direction the rope goes in the water?
Can I do that?
No, as a pachyderm, the only way you can navigate this place is pretty much on the ground.
Okay.
So you're either in the water, moving from one, raised space to the next. There really, it doesn't seem to be any way that you could move about in this place without going into the river.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to head towards the waterfall.
Okay.
That's what I tell them.
Okay, let's find out how many hit points we have. You have 27 hit points.
Okay.
Your armor class is 15. Let's see how many times you can attack.
Claw, bite, trunk, tail. I don't know.
It's random. I'm rolling it all randomly. You get 2 attacks.
Okay.
And your 2 attacks a turn do 1d8 points of damage. And you fight as a 5 hit dice monster. So I guess +5 to attack with your trunk, +6 to attack when you stomp.
Okay.
And we got to see how many water undines you have to battle to get out of here safely. Because as soon as you enter the water, these undines and snakes start attacking you.
No.
Okay. Well, if I go down dying, you guys can maybe rescue the kids.
Rescue the kids! And he splashes away.
He's gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Where's the module?
Well, hopefully, you guys will give me some missile support.
So what are you getting attacked by? This is snakes?
The snake creatures.
What came out of the river when you guys got near or touched the water was baboon-shaped water elementals.
Right.
With Stygian snakes inside of them. Inside of them.
Okay.
And trying to find the stats on the undines. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. If only attract the attention of one of them.
Oh wow. Okay. So far.
And let's roll combat. They're attacking. You're attacking.
Okay. And what's the initiative? D6 or?
What did I say?
What's that?
Your armor class is 15.
15.
18.
Not need any more food.
Is it hit?
Fine.
Wait, do we roll initiative or what?
Now we're just gonna go back and forth.
Okay.
Until you're out.
Okay.
You take 3 points of damage.
All right. I rolled a to hit it back. I rolled a 13 and a 12.
Okay. You don't hit. You need their armor class is this combined with your bonuses?
Yeah, I rolled an 8 plus 5 and a 6 plus 6.
Yeah, their armor class is 16 for his.
Okay.
Okay, I roll a 6. It misses. And all this time, you're trying to move towards the exit, right?
Yeah. All right.
So can we help him,
Oh.
or
Yeah.
he's He's
I
out
don't
of
know.
sight.
5, but you have a better chance of hitting him with a missile weapon than you do the snake Undyne.
All right. So with my trunk, I rolled a natural 20. I don't know if that means anything. So it's
Yeah, max
25.
damage, I guess we're doing 8 points.
Okay. And I missed with the other attack.
So let's roll this creature's hit points. You did 8 points of damage. So it's still alive. And it seems like it's screaming for help. So another round of combat.
All right.
It misses.
All right. So I rolled an 18 and a 13. So I hit one time again with the trunk, I guess,
Okay.
for 7 points of damage.
The thing is just blasted.
Okay.
A big spray. And no more attempt to disturb you as you lumber over to the 1, 2, 3 archways that are rather large that make the waterfall coming out of the cliffside and down into the pool below.
All right. All right. I call out for the kids, or do I just go through the waterfall? What do you think? I yell back at you guys. You should have jumped on.
There you go. If you could give him a middle finger, you would have done it.
Yeah, like with my trunk, I give him the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say press on. I don't think we're all about to go swimming now, so.
Yeah.
I can come back for them. I don't know, but then they probably attract the attention of other ones, right? Other snake creatures.
Possibly.
Well, all right. Well, I'll go through the waterfall. All right.
You splash down into the pool.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome. You displace a lot of water. Biggest cannonball you've ever seen.
Okay. And I call out for the kids and stuff.
Okay. Nothing
Oh,
happened.
no.
You're outside. You're in the outside of the temple now. No, this waterfall is the way to get out.
Oh.
South. There was no apparent way to go north. I misunderstood that completely.
Oh, I was trying to go behind the. You said behind the waterfall was where the kids were.
Yeah, but that's the waterfall coming into the pool. You guys haven't found that yet, but you can hear it.
Mm.
So,
I'm
actually,
outside.
the waterfall is not that far from this location. So that's. I had you go in the opposite direction. So, this is what you. I got to redo this. I apologize.
Sorry. Well, if I'm outside, I can't get back in the temple, can I?
No, once you go out, it's going to be really difficult. Once you go out, you probably can't get back in.
All right.
But you can see the waterfall from where you are to the northeast. So I'll say you just waded through there, and one Undyne attacked you, and now you're in front of. Now you're right in front of this waterfall.
All right. So now I call out to the kids, and
it's very loud.
All right. So I go in. I go through the waterfall.
Okay. There's lights inside. There's someone piping on a flute. You stick your head through, and there's an ohm dancing, playing a flute and dancing with an Undyne in the shape of a great bear. And the Undyne is full of piranha. Got,
wait, so it looks like the ohm is controlling it?
Yeah. Yep.
And can these guys follow me? Can these guys follow me? Or they're too... Oh, okay.
You just stuck your head. You went over there and stuck your head through the waterfall.
Okay.
And obviously this ohm. Well, looks right at you.
Okay.
He doesn't appear blind.
Hmm.
All the Ohms were blind. But he seems to be looking right at you like, holy shit, what the hell is that? And then he plays on the flute, and the undying the undying shape in the form of a bear comes at you.
Oh. Okay.
Now we need to roll for initiative.
How do you do that? A D6, like in
D6, yep. And if you have a dexterity bonus, go ahead and add it.
Okay, I don't think I do. Okay. I do not. So I rolled a 4.
Okay, that's simultaneous combat. We both attack at the same time. It comes rushing at you, and I guess you're going to try to,
Smash it
with your trunk.
Yep. So I rolled a 19 with my trunk and a 24 with my stomp. Actually, yeah, 25 actually with the stomp.
Okay, I rolled a
19 and 25.
Roll damage.
All right. 8 and 7. Do I get a extra damage with the stomp?
No.
All right, so 15 total.
Okay, I haven't rolled up this thing's hit points. So let's see what we got.
You guys should follow the pachyderm.
So he went through the.
He's like swam, stomped through the water.
Stomped through the water, stuck his head through the waterfall, and now is fighting something on the other side of the waterfall. How much damage did you do total? Sorry.
Okay.
15.
15.
1-5.
It's not dead. Okay. Roll initiative.
Oh, did it hit me?
No, it missed. And it rolls a 1.
Okay.
Initiative.
I rolled a 1 too. I rolled a 1.
Simultaneously. Everyone gets a chance to attack. Okay.
All right, so I got 16 and 16.
Roll your damage, and he hits you as well.
Okay.
With a swipe.
Ouch. So I did 2 points and 6 points. So 8 total.
Okay, it falls apart after delivering 8 points of damage to you as it breaks across you. Its watery arm, the piranha swimming in it, chew your side and do 8 points of damage. And then the piranha-filled bear collapses. The piranhas are kibbeing on the floor. And the flute playing Ohm ducks into a cavernous opening in the east and runs out.
Okay.
Is there a way to there a path to go beyond the waterfall but without crossing it? I mean, like around and behind?
You haven't found that way.
Well, I guess I'm going to swim back to these guys.
There's a pillar of black igneous rock that used to form the north wall of the temple, which was left behind when the waterfall began to erode. But that's the closest, land that you can stand on outside the waterfall. But yes, as a pachyderm, you can easily go across and say, climb on board and shuttle him.
So what happened with the Olm that was there?
He ran into some cavern.
He ran into a cavern.
He ran away.
Yeah. It seems like this Olm, who's not blind, is controlling these creatures. He played a flute. It probably sounds really weird because my voice is now interspersed with trumpeting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was piping Edward Gregg.
Okay.
Edward Gregg, G-R-E-S-T. You can look that up.
Yep. Hall of the Mountain King or something? Grieg?
There you go. That's what he's doing. He's playing Hall of the Mountain King. There it is. That's
weird.
That's Patrick Stewart's writing. He's responsible for this.
All right, I'll have to send him an email, and thanks for letting me be transformed into a elephant. All right, well, I come back to the sandbar.
That was me. That was all me.
Okay.
That wasn't it.
All right. Well, maybe we can figure out what to do. We only have like about a half an hour, by the way. Right, 11 is a...
I have to cut it.
So the elephant, he just ship us to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we climb on top and go to the other side of it.
Okay. I can carry everyone?
Probably in a couple of...
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Okay. This is better than being tiny.
Okay, so what's this place?
The walls are painted in some paint, blood, ink, it looks like. Filth. Nothing very sophisticated like you've seen. And that's all. There's really nothing in here.
Okay, so we go to the cavern that the went.
It's a moist cavern carved out of the rock, and there's stairs going down.
So I probably can't fit, right?
No, this is as far as you can go.
Right, I guess I'll guard the entrance.
Hey, do we hear the flute playing?
Nope. Nope.
No. Okay, so we light some torches and go.
Is there evidence of footprints or anything?
It's stone. There's a lot of water.
Yeah, cool. Got it.
Very watery. Tracks don't stick very well here.
Sure.
This actual stone room appears to have been part of the temple. It looks like this be where the Olms live, their nest, because there's sleeping materials, bowls, cooking implements. The space seems to be kept very clean, and there are 3 dead Olm children here.
Hey, found them.
They're dead, you said?
Yeah.
Is it clear what kind of wounds they have?
A bunch of bite marks.
Yeah, I tell them that the bear had like piranhas in it. So. Interesting. So you take in the whole like group, the four former employees of the merchant, and then the 2.
Do you want someone to stay here with you?
I think I'm okay.
Could always do the pachyderm trumpet if you need attention.
Right.
There's only seems one exit out of this. I mean, besides the way you came down the stairs, there's an exit out of the room to the south, and there's well-worn rings that go to where the chapel used to stand.
Got it.
Okay.
No sign of the Olm that was playing the pipe.
Just want to make chase.
But if there's only one exit and it goes to the chapel, and the chapel is now
flattened.
Yeah. He he couldn't go that way. I mean,
guess he could have ran on top of the rubble to go somewhere. But
okay. Okay. Let's see if he went through the destroyed chapel.
There's no sign of him.
But this keeps going as well, right? Into the caves?
No. You seem to have reached the back end.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. All right.
Yeah. I mean, he went that way, or there's some entrance we missed.
Yeah. I guess maybe we'll take a little bit and search around like the room, maybe the back side where the stonework is. You know, various tapping on stone with the hilt of a dagger. You know, anything amiss at the end of this?
Not that there's apparent. You stir up in the sleeping materials. There's a packing chest.
It's just bundled up in like the area that they might have been sleeping in.
Yeah, you uncover it. It's, you know, the Ohms don't seem to have chests, but this is a packing chest in this room. And you notice it while you're inspecting the room and trying to find secret doors and such.
Does it have a lock on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's bring me some light. Bring a torch here.
Sure, I'll hold it up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to poke it around with my pole. Let's see if it
doesn't blow up on or stab.
I check if there's traps around it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're looking around. It just seems to be the packing chest sitting there. Doesn't seem to be booby trapped.
Okay. Try to open the lock then.
Okay. Roll.
23. Yay!
Do you pick the lock?
Yeah, I got 25.
Are you a first level thief? Picking a lock?
Yeah.
That's awesome. There's 50 vials in coated racks. 2 racks.
50 vials? Ooh,
50
do I
vials.
have any?
25 and 25. And they have coated labeling. I'll be right back in a sec, gentlemen.
Okay.
This.
It's so weird. Well, I mean, you can ride the elephant out down the waterfall.
Yeah. Trunk of vials.
Yeah. And then we have the barrel of spirits, and then all the gold pieces and silver.
What a strange place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot of money for that Temple of Tlaloc to refurbish or to repair it, though. I mean, should.
This
At least you knew the Ohm with the flute was controlling the spirit creatures.
Oh.
So that's the villain of the story.
He looked like an Ohm, but it wasn't blind like the other one.
No,
That
he
is
was
correct.
playing a flute.
Feature.
All right. Well, hey Jay, I gotta get going.
Go. This is a good place. Well,
Yeah.
we'll let you get going. And Stu and Gabriel, if we need to do a wrap up here, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we can do that.
Yeah, I kind of just thought we would exit at this point. So thanks, Carl. See you, bud.
Yeah. I guess they can take the pachyderm down the waterfall. It'd be fun.
You can do that. They'll have to make that choice.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you.
See you, man.
Let me know what happened.
Yeah. I actually would probably be nervous about taking the full water path. You know, knowing what we know with this guy playing a flute, like let's say he is along the way somewhere, he could just kind of summon things to pop out, right? So I guess he could make a beeline and just do his belly flop again, and maybe we'd go back with the group, kind of slowly and carefully back up the rope, the rings, et cetera. What do you think, Gabe?
Yeah, we can risk finding these water creatures. I mean, with the snake inside them. You said the vials were labeled?
Yep, coded. Labeled.
Coded.
Yep. So you would have to break the code, and then supposedly you would know what these vials are.
Okay. We do that later. So yeah, we backtrack our steps through the
over the rubble of the chapel,
over the rubble, the chapel, and then the back the columns. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, make it up.
What do we do with the bodies? I mean,
the children.
We probably need to take them and
throw them on the pachyderm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Go
like
out.
Little makeshift saddle harness.
There's plenty of ropes around.
Yeah.
Silk rope, regular rope.
All right.
There's also sorts of things of binding. So yes.
All right.
I mean, as proof, and if we find the Olms, tell them what we found.
Yep.
Yeah. There don't happen to be any Olm around the entrance once we get out, is there?
No.
Okay.
So this is a good place to stop.
Yep. Cool.
And we'll catch you guys in a couple weeks. I'll post another event so you all know what time, but I'm going to try to do it at the same time.
Sounds good. Hey, real quick, what was the book that you got all the random pachydermy stuff out of? What was that? I'm just curious.
I just grabbed.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that. All right.
And I went to because there's a book in there that generates what does it generate? It's called the Track of Teratology.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just used the summoning table that was in it. So I started with body.
Yeah. Cool. That's fun.
It looked like I just literally went through and found the tables off of it that I wanted to use. I needed his armor class hit points. And that's what I grabbed on the fly.
Yeah, cool. All right, just curious. Sounded handy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, man. We'll see you here soon.
Yeah. Cool.
See you, Gabriel.
Thank you, guys.